Okay, I don't even know what to say. I'm honestly kind of at a loss for words. So where do I start? I guess I'll start with, I started playing Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade a year ago on JP, and I really liked the game. However, I was free to play on JP because I don't want to spend money on JP. I want to be able to enjoy the game in my own language. And at that point in time, we didn't even know if the game was coming to global. And then lo and behold, a year later, the game comes to global. Everybody's hyped about the game. And then a month later, here we are, not even a month after the game's release. Tomorrow will technically be a month after the game's release, which is absolutely crazy. And there's just so much going on. I didn't think I was covering like a drama, which is what this has turned into. It's actually ridiculous that there is so little care and listening and understanding specifically by the devs, okay? Additionally, I want to add in a previous video, I talked about how the mods probably should not have hyped up the cubes. Come to find out, they weren't even told exactly how many cubes we were getting, and they also weren't told that it was celebration cubes. They were, told that it was going to be compensation cubes. Like we were all told it was going to be compensation cubes, which is why they said it was a surprise. They might have known roughly that it was 3,000 cubes, but it's still, they thought it was compensation cubes regardless. Not that JP was going to get the same amount of cubes. So really it's a dub for JP because JP gets free cubes. They've had the normal banner timeline, and we missed out on a lot of the milestones that JP got because JP got like 1 million downloads, 2 million downloads, 3 million downloads, so on and so forth. We just got the 8 million downloads paid banner, which is like an L there. But to go on beyond that, as of today, Xanon, the head mod of the official Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade Discord. This Discord, mind you, has currently 182,000 members. The mod who is in charge of that entire Discord added everybody in the Discord and let them know what's up and let them know that, hey, I am the head mod. I am on your guys' side. And I honestly, guys, I appreciate it. And I recommend, if you are not like checking out the Discord, go check out the Discord, put the heart reaction, let them know. And additionally, the Google reviews, like it's not even just review bombing at this point. People are upset. It's not review bombing if it's legitimate problems with the game, right? And they have gone in and they have botted it and tried to make it so that the score is higher than it actually is. Like they would rather do that than just address like, hey, there's problems with the game, we messed up, we need to fix it. So I'm going to read this message from Xanon where he added everybody in the Discord, and I want to kind of give my thoughts on it because it's absolutely crazy. And I don't have it up on screen because you guys have probably already seen it, but I'm just going to give my input here. So it says, at everyone, hello friends, I need your support for this one. Please unite and react to this message as much as you can if you want me to represent your voice as a community for this matter. Okay, so everybody who has not already gone and reacted to this is me asking you as well. Go and react to this message specifically. Okay, they put a bunch of reaction icons. Do them all if you can. But at the very least, the very first one on the list is a heart icon. Go and do the heart reaction. Actually, I'm going to drag this over here for a quick second so you guys can see. I just want you guys to be able to see that right there. So right where the heart reaction is, go and hit that heart reaction like I have. I'm going to go through and click all the rest of these here in a second, but react to this message because that literally shows the devs that, hey, we stand with Xanon, Xanon stands with us, and you guys need to change something. Anyways, continuing on with this. So please unite and react to this message as much as you can if you want me to represent your voice as a community for this matter. Additionally, he goes on to at Golden Ponyboy. My apologies for having to do this, but it's been constant hours of pleading with these entities. It's like he doesn't even know who they are because they won't communicate with him clearly, which is crazy. Today alone, and given the brick wall I was forced into, so like, are they just not responding? I wish he had elaborated a little bit more because I want to know like exactly what they're giving him back. Like he's giving them so much like of his time. He's taking the heat of all the unhappy players, right? He's doing a lot for the game, a lot for the community. And are they just not responding to him, or are they just saying, nah, fam, we're not even going to listen to you? Either way, it's messed up, right? But he says he's been given the brick wall and he was forced into it. And he says, I have no choice but to give this public ultimatum. beautiful. I am so glad when somebody stands up for themselves and the community and their own mental health and everything. Okay, so, and he's going to go on to say exactly what I've been saying, right? Like, I've been saying this, people got mad at me. I've also taken, surprisingly, a lot of heat. I've also had a lot of love and support from people as well. But just for doing YouTube videos, people say it's the YouTubers' fault. It's our fault. We're the ones making the game bad. It's crazy to see some of those comments, right? But I've taken some of that heat as well. So I understand a little bit about how he feels. Like, people are mad that I summoned, like, I like the game. I like the game. Just because I summon doesn't mean I necessarily support what the company has been doing, right? And Xana goes on to say the same thing. This game is beautiful and has a lot of potential for it to be great. I agree, especially with the anime adaptation nowhere near being completed. 120%. I agree with that statement, right? Okay, but then he goes on to express pretty much mine and all of your sentiments, right? And then there's some people who are just like, yeah, I don't know, people that think in a weird way. I don't know how to explain some of those people, but he goes on to say, but the way things are going right now, we're headed towards seriously dark days. It's like he knows something more than what we've already heard. Like, maybe hidden inventory is actually going to show up this month, even though they said that we wouldn't. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, he's not saying anything explicitly, so he's not like breaking terms or anything. But I'm just saying. He probably can only say so much, and that scares me. Okay. So, but the way things are going right now, we're heading towards seriously dark days. You people forget, this is him addressing the devs, that there are a ton of competitors already existing and that will release soon. How many do you think will be willing to cater to their community? There is a massive scarcity in various resources in the game right now, mainly cubes. You need, all uppercase, bold, right? You need to provide more ways of obtaining them, or just outright be more generous with them, directly or indirectly. You're driving your player base into the ground, and the mod team is paying the price for it. Like, the mod team is taking a lot of heat, and like, the mod team can only do so much, and they're trying to put out the fires, but like, how can you put out a fire when you have no positive feedback from the people in charge of the game that you are a mod team for their Discord? Like, it's really hard to go to the people and be like, hey guys, I know it's rough now, but it's it's actually not going to get better, so suck it up, you big babies. Like, what do they do? They can't do that. So I feel for them. I really do. Once again, my biggest gripe, and I said it in my last video, I would never push any like hate their way for any of that, but like, my biggest gripe is that they just shouldn't have hyped up the cubes when they didn't know like what it was going to be or necessarily how many. It seemed like they knew how many once again, but they didn't seem to know that it was going to be something JP also got, and it was just a celebration, not even a compensation reward. They shouldn't have hyped it up when they didn't know. Granted, I know the developers probably didn't tell them, and that's super scummy of the developers. So once again, it kind of goes back to being on the developers. So, you know what? If I offended any of the mods, if they happen to watch my video in the last video, I apologize for that. You know, I can admit when I was wrong if I said something there that was wrong, but I kind of do stand by, like, it shouldn't have been hyped up. It shouldn't have been hyped up. Whether that is the dev's fault or the mod's fault, regardless, it shouldn't have been hyped up. But then beyond all that, the bigger issue in general is this should have never been an issue in the first place. This is a gacha game, and I feel like I'm watching like goddamn Days of My Lives, you know? Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what is going on with the game, and it's all because of the way the devs have decided to handle the global launch with releasing, 6 banners going right now at a time. No time to save up in between. Like, at least on JP, people had some time to save up in between banners to maybe get a few more multis. People can't even do a single multi on a banner, much less 6 banners, which is crazy. Okay, and then so Xana continues on to say, after the mod team is paying the price for them driving the player base into the ground, he goes on to say, we need changes to come. We need to either provide these players with more resources or give them more breathing room for them to be able to keep up. 110%. This is what we've been saying. Now, I'm scared because he's talking about breathing room. Once again, I just have to put it out there. If he's talking about breathing room, I had mentioned breathing room when we talked about, how hidden inventory, Gojo, Toji weren't coming. I was like, yes, We can finally breathe. I can toss a summon or two at Hollow Purple Gojo, and I know that I can wait until January, and I will be able to at least have a couple of summons there if I need to, right? Because the banner wasn't coming out till January. But I'm very, very scared now that it will come sooner like I initially thought. I don't think that'll be the case. I mean, we could still see messages. Maybe a mod sees this afterwards and they're going to go and confirm like, hey, yeah, they're actually not coming until January. That's 100% for sure. But I don't even know if they're sure anymore. So yeah. Xana goes on to say, I understand that the game isn't running a charity, which it's not. It's a gacha game, that's fair, but it's also not a black hole of pure profit either, right? And honestly, you're losing profit because while whales like myself may spend money, that's cool. That's one burst of $600, $500, $700, whatever amount that whale spend, maybe $1,000, one burst, right? That's one player. However, what you're missing out on is the other 150,000 players who would spend, $7.99 on the 10 tickets. Now you've lost them because they've quit the game. And so you're losing $7.99 times 150,000 players. That's a lot more money than one whale, right? So they're actually losing money with the way they're handling the game. It's like, how can they be so stupid and brain dead? Like, I have a lot worse words I want to say about the devs, but like, if you run a business, you have to know how to run a business better than this, right? Because that's what this is at the end of the day. It's a business, it's a game, and they should know how to run it better. Like, what the hell? Xana goes on to continue. I've explained numerous times how to find the middle ground between the two, and it's getting tiring. It's crazy that he has to explain how to find the middle ground. Like, who is in charge of Billy, like, what the, you're never going to be able to touch a game again after this. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And if you do touch a game like this, you're going to ruin whatever other game you touch. You're going to ruin the IP, and nobody's going to want you to take it on. Like, it's crazy how bad you have fumbled this thing. The only thing, in my personal opinion, like, that can save this, let me tell you, originally I said 30,000 cubes, and a lot of people said 30,000 cubes, and I originally thought 30,000 cubes is a bit much, and then as things got worse and worse, I was like, yeah, you know what, 30,000 cubes is fair now. Now, in my opinion, here's what you do to save the game. You give people 75,000 cubes. 75,000, you heard that right, 75,000 cubes. How much is that? That's one banner's worth of pity. One banner's worth of pity saves the game. Yes, you lose a little bit of money now, but you get that money back in the long run because people who just quit the game, they're coming back for 75,000 cubes. If I left the game, I'm coming back for 75,000 cubes, right? And I'm gonna pull in the banners, and I'm gonna at least be able to pity one character, and that means everybody gets Hollow Purple Gojo. You know what? L to the devs on that. If you lose Hollow Purple Gojo, like, oh well, take the L, take the loss of profit there. I don't care what JP says. Find a way, kiss their butts. That's the big thing we've heard. JP controls everything, so they can't give out free cubes. That there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Get it done, man. Or if you can't do that, here's another idea. Okay, Kamo is on Nishumiya's banner, and he is not the best SSR character. Actually, at the bottom of the tier list. However, he does have his uses, and he is actually very fun. I just showcased him. If you guys haven't checked out that video, go check that out. He's actually really, really interesting. But just give Kamo to everybody for free. That's a free SSR character. That makes things a little bit better, right? Everybody gets a free SSR character, and bring out his event right now. Bring out his event to run alongside the Gojo event, and that is more cubes for everybody. It's not a ton of cubes, but it is more cubes. So give a free SSR character and a new event. That's another way to potentially fix the game. But it's like, for me, it's either 75,000 cubes or bring out Kamo and his event, give Kamo to everybody for free. But that's, unrealistic for what I'm expecting from them. But at this point, we don't need a middle ground. Okay, I gotta go back over this, because Xanon said, I've explained numerous times how to find the middle ground between the two, and it's getting tiring. At this point, we don't need a middle ground. We need a W for the players, to bring the players back, to make the players want to play the game, because the game is good, the characters are good, the game is fun. The way it has been handled is so atrocious that people are quitting left and right. And I know there's people out there, you can let me know down in the comments, I would love to know, that are watching this video right now and have already quit the game, right? Let me know in the comments if that's you, because you're just waiting to see what happens with this absolute shit show of a drama. And I don't normally cuss in my videos, I try to keep it family friendly, but that's what this is. Just flat out, this is a absolute shit show. I don't know what this, I apologize kids, click off for right here, but I don't know what this fuckery is. that the devs have come up with. Like, this is how upset I am about the game, because I wanted this game to do well. I enjoy the game. I really like making videos on the game. I want you guys to continue watching my videos. And you're not, like, if you're not playing the game, you're not going to continue to watch my videos, right? So it's an L for me too. Like, it's absolutely crazy the way they have handled this. That being said, you know, I will probably continue to play the game for a while and try to make videos and see how the videos do. If they start to tank on the channel, you know, obviously I'll have to move on, which I don't necessarily want to do, but I understand people quitting. You know, it is what it is. I wanted this game to do well. Such a big IP, so much potential, and just into the ground. Once again, I have to just reiterate, I'm going to bring this back over here one more time, and I have to reiterate, if we want things to change, Xanon's message is like our last ditch effort, really, truly. Go hit every reaction, guys. This is a call to arms. I am calling on you. I'm putting that as the title. I am calling on you. Share this video with your friends. Like the video. It is so important because it gets in the algorithm, gets everybody to see it. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. That just helps me out. But like the video, share it with your friends, and then everybody in the Discord, please go and react to this. Look at this. Look at this. We have 182,000 members. Look at how many reactions we have. 6,522 at the most on one of these. Like, it should be 182,000. 17,000 members online right now. It should be. Go react, please, for the love of everything. If we want this last ditch effort to work, the only way to make it work is by everybody showing their support for Xanon right now and him standing by us. So he ends off his message with this. With that being said, if I don't get acknowledgement and a proper response to this announcement within 24 hours, I will resign from my position as head moderator, effective immediately. Guys, we are on a time crunch. Go react to this now. Okay, he says, this is directed towards the devs. Stop messing with me. I've had death threats and numerous messages wishing the most horrid things upon me and my family because of the overall incompetence. Get a grip. Okay, so first off, to anybody that sent death threats or horrid messages, just stop that crap. Stop right now. This is me. Like, I don't think I'm ever this straightforward or this angry or this, like, no one deserves that shit, guys. Don't do that. Do not do that, okay? Just no one flat out deserves that. That's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Xanon, I'm sorry. Like, I don't agree with, once again, I don't agree with having everybody having teased those 3,000 cubes when you guys didn't know what it was. But, like, it stops there. I just don't agree. I'm not going to go send you death threats. That's absolutely freaking crazy, guys. He doesn't control it. That, oh man, please don't do that. And once again, you know what? I said one more time I was going to show you. I'm pulling this over here. I'm pulling it over here again. React to this. Get it up there. Get the numbers up there, guys. I want to see these numbers go up, and I'm trusting you guys to do it. You guys are an awesome community. I appreciate all of you guys, whether we've had our differences on, you know, different things about the game, whether you guys have agreed or disagreed with my viewpoints. That doesn't matter at this point. We need to come together as a community. We need to back up Xanon because Xanon is trying to back up us. Please go do this. And that is it for me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, or if you agree with the video, rather, in this case, I'm just used to saying that as my normal outro. If you agree with the video, if you agree with the things I've said here, once again, please go down there, hit that like button to get this in the algorithm for more people to see. Share the video, and if you guys want more information on Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade in the future, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, for supporting the channel, for supporting the game, and for supporting Xanon. Peace.